Hi, morning everyone. Hope you're well. My name is Bradley Finn. I'm the Head of Cyber Innovation at the Growth and Innovation team at the Department for Science, Innovation and Technology, which we call DSIT. It's an honour to be here today and see so many of you committed to supporting the advancement of digital security by design and the development of CHERI and its role in building a safer future. I'd like to thank the CHERI Alliance and the events team for organising such a wonderful day. So there's a growing cyber threat driven by the geopolitical situation and changing technology. For businesses across the UK, cyber breaches and attack remain a common feature of day-to-day operations. Our data shows us that UK businesses experienced over 7.5 million cyber crimes in a single year, and 4 out of 5 medium and large businesses and charities experienced a cyber attack in that same period, as well as about 5 in 10 primary schools, 7 in 10 secondary schools, and almost every higher educational institution. As an example, one of these incidents, last summer's attacks on Synovis, a provider of pathology services to the NHS, cost an estimated £32.7 million and saw thousands of missed appointments for patients. And in the year to September, the National Cyber Security Centre managed 430 cyber incidents, with 89% of these being classed as nationally significant, a rate of almost 2 every week. And for anyone who can't get enough of stats on cyber incidents, the latest edition of our Cyber Breaches Survey is due to be published in just over a week's time, so do keep an eye out for that. But what these figures make clear is that ensuring cybersecurity is vital for our national security and for our prosperity. And indeed, it plays a crucial role in all 5 aspects of the government's plan for change, especially growth. And that's why yesterday we set out our plans to bolster the UK's online defences, protect the public and safeguard growth. So the Cyber Security and Resilience Bill will ensure hundreds of companies providing essential services will be legally required to boost their cyber defences. The legislation will give the British public, businesses and investors greater confidence in digital services. The legislation includes measures to make sure the government can respond effectively to new cyber threats and take rapid action where needed to protect the UK's national security, and gives the DSIT Secretary of State powers to direct companies to shore up their cyber defences in the face of new threats, ensuring the UK is placed on the strongest possible footing to tackle both the existing threats and those likely to emerge in the coming years. Another new measure in the bill is the protection of more than 200 new data centres, bolstering the defences of one of the main drivers of economic growth, especially innovation, including through AI. While the legislation will arm the UK with the cyber defences it needs to meet the challenges of today, it also includes measures to ensure swift responses to new threats which emerge in the future. To do this, the DSIT Secretary of State will be given powers to update the regulatory framework to keep pace with the ever-changing cyber landscape. And these legislative proposals follow other government recent action to boost the UK cyber sector, a new partnership between DSIT, the NCSC and IBM to boost computing and cyber skills, and the Cyber Local programme to support the UK's rapidly growing £13.2 billion cyber security industry, which has created 6,600 new jobs in the past year. But as a department, DSIT is responsible for positioning the UK at the forefront of global scientific and technological advancement, fostering innovation to drive economic growth and attract international investment. But we are also conscious that developing cutting-edge technologies can only be done effectively when security is built in from the start. And one of the areas where we've been doing this most recently is with the Digital Security by Design programme. £80 million of government funding has been put into the DSDB programme over the past 5 years, alongside 200 million of industry co-investment. In doing this, we are sending a clear signal that we see CHERI and memory safety as a critical part of our journey to improved cyber security and resilience. We recognise the potential of CHERI and are proud to be harnessing the expertise from partners across industry, academia and government to support the development and deployment of this technology to deliver a secure and trusted digital economy for the UK, supporting and working alongside many of you, I'm pleased to say. By supporting programmes such as DSDB and the CHERI Alliance, we are demonstrating our commitment to memory-safe technologies and sending a message to manufacturers, software vendors, and those in the wider ecosystem that reducing memory safety vulnerabilities is important in securing the foundational technology that our society depends upon. As John alluded to, our next step is to transition this technology to commercial products ready for adoption across the UK, which will deliver a significant advancement in innovative cybersecurity and leverage industry co-investment. We will partner with the CHERI Alliance, Innovate UK, and Cambridge University and other stakeholders to drive this effort to ensure we realise our priorities for economic security and resilient growth. Our ambitions are to continuously improve on the research and development. As the UK is a world leader in this research field, we will support the CHERI Research Centre here at the University of Cambridge to be a driving force behind efforts to develop and push adoption of the technology. Our ambition is to create the first international standard on memory safety. Collaborating with leading experts from across the UK and globally, we will outline the measures by which systems can demonstrate that they have met minimum quality standards for memory safety. We will foster a collaborative engineering ecosystem to support the development, integration, testing and publishing of open source CHERI tools and software. This will contribute to a more robust and usable CHERI ecosystem, making it easier for developers to adopt and use CHERI technology. For the technology to be ready to use here and now, we need to translate the research and development into commercially viable products and services. This is a critical step. So we will focus support towards companies undertaking the development of CHERI-enabled chips and able to demonstrate a use case with immediate commercial relevance. Businesses meeting this criteria will be able to access support to accelerate and or scale up their efforts. This will accelerate availability. As well as addressing the supply side, we also want to unblock the pathway for CHERI by incentivising the demand for adopting secure by design systems. We will shortly be launching a programme to identify partners to become the first adopters. We will collaborate to define their acceptance criteria for adoption before undertaking activities to remove those barriers across the adoption pathway. Partners will reap the benefits of early adoption, which will put them ahead of others in the field and reduce vulnerabilities efficiently and effectively, demonstrating the value of adopting this technology. We propose to upskill engineers across the UK in memory safety, collaborating with experts to develop a skills programme to train professionals already in the tech workforce to implement memory safety standards and understand how to adopt more broadly. This training will lead to a recognised professional title under the Secure Development Specialism created by the UK Cybersecurity Council. We will also continue to work with international partners to persuade governments and industry worldwide to prioritise secure by design and memory safety. By fostering greater trust in technology, reducing risk and minimising the need for software updates, as well as enabling the use of open source code with memory safe technology, we can enhance systems and protect businesses. To finish, I want to strike a positive note. Through innovations like CHERI and the broader work of the ecosystem we are all part of, we can see a clear way through to driving up our cyber defences, building trust in ever more useful digital services and enabling growth in our economy. It will not be an easy path to realise, but then it wasn't an easy path to get this far. But here we are. It will require continued hard work and passion from across different peoples and organisations here represented. But I do not doubt that collectively we will prove up to the task. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.